Tom Morgan, 2, Halfpenny Well, Tommy Carmody, 3, Harley, Joe Lyons, 4, Highway Express, Simon Earl, 6, Lan Rouge, Podge Gill, 7, Lolly's Boy, Dermot Brown, 9, Mount Parson, Paddy McCormick, 10, Nautical Joke, Chris Grant, 12, Pembrokeshire Lad, Bruce Darling, 13, Rodney Bay, Martin Brennan, 14, Sporting Mariner, Jimmy Frost, 15, The West Awake, Simon Sherwood, 16, Tonight's the Night, Graham Bradley, and 17, Yeoman Broker, written by Richard Rowe.
100 to 30, and Mount Parson, second favourite, 4 to 1. Bob Tisdall was 4 to 1, has just gone to 9 to 2, and Tonight's the Night, 5 to 1. Then the gap occurs between Tonight's the Night and Yeoman Broker, which is 12 to 1. Halfpenny Well 16s, so is Lan Rouge and Sporting Mariner, 33 to 1 bar these.
14 runners with 19 fences to jump this time. The West Awake 3 to 1 favourite, 4 to 1 Mount Parson and Bob Tisdall, and 9 to 2 Tonight's the Night. They're asked to turn and come in again, 12 to 1 bar. All crowding over towards the far rail. This looks a possibility. And they're away. The West Awake 11 to 4, the last show. And as they come to the first, Harley lands just in the lead from Botany Bay on the near side. Rodney Bay, I should call him, on the near side. Harley from Rodney Bay and Sporting Mariner. Then Lolly's Boy, they're going a very good gallop. Mount Parson comes next, followed by Bob Tisdall and the West Awake. Harley lands in the lead, and Bob Tisdall makes a slight mistake at that one. Jumping it last was Halfpenny Well. And they run down now to another plain fence before the water. Harley, Sporting Mariner and Lolly's Boy. Rodney Bay on the far side with Mount Parson is gone. No, he's recovered, amazing recovery, but he's brought down Rodney Bay. That was an amazing recovery. I thought he'd really gone there. Rodney Bay went hampered by Mount Parson, who's right up there with Harley now, with Lolly's Bay in between them and Bob Tisdall towards the outside. And behind them, Wiley Yeoman. The West Awake jumped that very sluggishly indeed, that first ditch, and he's only got 2 behind him. They're running to another plain one, and Mount Parson has taken it up at the 6th now from Harley on the inside, and then Bob Tisdall and Wiley Yeoman on the far side. Then just in behind them, Pembrokeshire Lad, and then the West Awake as they make towards another ditch. Mount Parson and Harley disputing it from Bob Tisdall. Behind them, Lolly's Boy. As they race uphill on the first circuit, Harley and Mount Parson disputing it from Bob Tisdall and Lolly's Boy. Then Yeoman Broker. Behind Yeoman Broker is Lan Rouge with Highway Express next and Pembrokeshire Lad on the inner, and the West Awake behind them as they come down to the 8th. Harley on the inside of Mount Parson, and then Bob Tisdall. And Nautical Joker's gone there. Nautical Joker follower, he's up all right, says Chris Grant, both on their feet and appearing to be quite unscathed as they jump the 9th, the leaders. Harley, Mount Parson, Bob Tisdall, Dolly's Boy, Yeoman Broken and Lan Rouge. And this will be the last on the next circuit. Number 10 this time. Harley and Mount Parson from Bob Tisdall and Lolly's Boy. And Yeoman Broker on the inside, and well up with them is Pembrokeshire Lad, and these are being followed by the West Awake. Upsides with the West Awake is Tonight's the Night. As the leaders race towards number 11, Harley and Mount Parson still disputing it. Bob Tisdall on the outside with Yeoman Broker, Pembroke Lad. And there, Tonight's the Night has gone. Tonight's the Night, a faller at that one. So the field thinning out a little. They're both up, horse and rider. Harley on the inside of Mount Parson. The West Awake is making steady progress just in behind the leaders as they come to this one. Mount Parson, Harley, Bob Tisdall, Yeoman Broker and the West Awake as they come down to the water for the second and last time. Mount Parson lands in the lead from Bob Tisdall and Yeoman Broker. Harley on the inside, the West Awake, Pembroke Lad coming to the third of the ditches now. Mount Parson landed in the lead there from Yeoman Broker and Bob Tisdall. On the inside, Harley, then the West Awake, still improving just in behind him. 5 from home. Mount Parson lands in the lead from Yeoman Broker. Mistake by Bob Tisdall at that one. So it's Mount Parson for Ireland in the lead now from Yeoman Broker. Another for Josh Gifford in second place, with the West Awake improving third on the outside of Harley as they come to the final ditch. 4 from home. And Mount Parson a faller. Mount Parson has gone at that one and left. Pembrokeshire Lad has gone as well. And Yeoman Broker has been left in front of the West Awake. Then Harley, then Bob Tisdall, then Lan Rouge. These 5 a long way clear of Highway Express as they run downhill now towards the next in the Sun Alliance Novices Chase with 3 fences left to jump, and Yeoman Broker in the lead from the West Awake. Richard Rowe from Simon Sherwood with Bob Tisdall on the outside, coming down now to the third last. Yeoman Broker lands in the lead from the West Awake, Bob Tisdall. Then comes Lan Rouge, and behind Lan Rouge is Harley. Racing now towards the second last, the Yeoman Broker on the inside of the West Awake. The West Awake, Yeoman Broker, Bob Tisdall is in third. Yeoman Broker landed in the lead there from the West Awake in second, Bob Tisdall third. Racing round the home turn now with 1 fence left to jump in the Sun Alliance Novices Chase, and the West Awake has taken it up now and is sprinting towards the last, clear of Yeoman Broker and Bob Tisdall. It's the West Awake looking as though he's got 1 fence between himself and victory now. Bob Tisdall moves into second. The West Awake jumps it well. Bob Tisdall jumped it second. The West Awake and Simon Sherwood clear of Bob Tisdall, Yeoman Broker and Lan Rouge as they race into the closing stages. The West Awake and Simon Sherwood complete a famous double here at Cheltenham this afternoon for the Sherwoods and for the Heaths, with the West Awake the winner, second Bob Tisdall, third Yeoman Broker, and fourth was Lan Rouge. Those are the 1, 2, 3, 4 in the Sun Alliance Novices Chase. First, number 15, the West Awake, owned by Mrs. Christopher Heath, trained by Oliver Sherwood and ridden by Simon Sherwood. Second was number 1, Bob Tisdall, owned by Kais Al Said, trained by John Edwards and ridden by Tom Morgan. And third was number 17, Yeoman Broker, owned by Mrs. Heather Elwyn and Mr. Roger Elwyn, trained by Josh Gifford and ridden by Richard Rowe. Fourth was number 6, Lan Rouge.
The 11-4 favourite. Second, Bob Tisdall, 4-1. Third, Yeoman Broker at 16-1.